Hi guys, it's me, Shalmira, a spiritual success coach, breatharian healer, and modern shaman. Today I am taking a drive on the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina. Beautiful fall colors. They're just starting though, um, and it's my 10-year anniversary. So, our 10-year anniversary. Um, so that's exciting and a milestone that we're both a little shocked but proud of. Anyway, it's been just a lot of adventures and a lot of challenges and beautiful moments that we've gathered. And that's not what I'm talking about in this video. I just wanted to share a little personal story. This year has been challenging for many of us. And with that has been a decline in income and struggle with manifesting. There's been more controlling energies and just intense energies. So it can be challenging on multiple levels. So I've been focusing on breaking out of the matrix and really developing healthy relationships with money specifically because we are in a matrix. We do need money to live and sustain our lives. And this has been a challenging area in my life, ongoing, and an area that I feel challenged and small. And so I've chosen to consciously work on this area, work with this energy, and break free and help others do the same. So I've talked about different techniques. Today I'm going to share 3 different techniques, so be sure and stay watching until the end when I give the 3 techniques that have been working. When I share techniques, these are techniques that are working for me currently, and so I'm sharing them with you as I work with techniques and tips and tricks that are working for me and other people. Some of these I have learned from the success of other people, and some of them are techniques that I have been guided to do and that have worked. So, my story is that I was doing great before the lockdown. I had multiple streams of income, I had clients, success in many areas, and was feeling pretty comfortable financially, professionally. And then the lockdown happened and hit many of us. We weren't expecting it. We didn't see it coming. I ended up losing 2/3 of my income in a few weeks, and it was pretty shocking and caused me to really have to get creative and adjust and be flexible pretty quickly. And so after that, I had to get creative as far as like moving my business online more. I launched courses and still nothing. And so this money piece just kept coming up really big in my face. And this whole year has been about shadow work. The whole world is turned upside down. People in leadership are out picturing all of our shadow pieces, and we get a choice in that. We can either hate them or we can acknowledge those parts in ourselves that are coming up to be healed. So with this money, I realized that I had a huge money piece. I had money itself in shadow. And so I talked about this in another video. Just by acknowledging that, I've been able to work with the energy of money and develop a relationship and work with it energetically. And the techniques I'm going to share today are about opening that up and in different ways at the energy level, at the conscious level, at the subconscious level, to really be able to work with the energy of money without the negative blocks and without the trauma and the wounds coming up around it that will a lot of times cause sabotage. So without further ado, I will go into the techniques. The first one is a technique that has proven very effective. It is a way to really get into the feeling of already having the money. And this is a form of law of attraction, but in a different way. So you want to think of an amount of money that you've been wanting to bring in, that would bring ease into your life. So it can be a certain amount monthly, or it can be a yearly amount. And you want to think about this money. And ideally, this is a good technique to use when you're falling asleep at night. Before you fall asleep, you want to get into really relaxed physical space. And then you want to think about how it would feel if you were falling asleep and you had already earned this amount of money. So that day you made this certain amount of money. How would you feel falling asleep after making that amount? Really embody that and stay with this until you fall asleep. Really get into the feeling of that. What I notice when I do this is that my body relaxes, I breathe deeper, I come into a state of peace, there are no worries, and I can really embody and feel what that would be like. So you've already made this money. It could have come that day in a check, cash, it doesn't matter, but you've already made it, and you made it recently. And how do you feel as you're falling asleep, knowing that you made that amount of money? And you just do this as a little meditation before you fall asleep. Then the second one is one that you can do in just a meditation. You can add it to, if you do hypnosis, you can add it to a hypnosis, or you can just, again, do it before you fall asleep. So you can do it, you can do the first technique and then go into the second technique. And this is that you want to just imagine, also, this can be done if you're hiking or riding a bike or doing something physical where you're just in like a repetitive physical action. You can do this one as a visualization, and that's very powerful. So I've done this while I was jogging. You can do it while you're bike riding or hiking. These are pretty easy to do because you're not actively thinking, but your body's moving and it's already embodying and moving energy. So as you're doing this, you can imagine that it's raining outside, and you begin to notice that you see little green pieces of paper falling. And then as you get closer, you realize it's money. It's different dollar bills, different amounts of money, and it's just falling. And you can feel it hitting you. You can feel the paper gently caressing you. You can hear the sound of the crinkled paper hitting the ground as you're walking on it. And you just follow this visualization, and it just keeps raining and raining and raining. And you can even reach out and grab 100, or reach out and grab 1,000, or reach out and grab any amount and put it in your pocket and really feel that in your hand as you put it in your pocket. And this is a really powerful one to do, and you can stay with this as long as you want and need. And then the third technique is just a sort of mantra or affirmation, and you can do this anytime. I like to do this first thing in the morning. So you think, I am secure, I am wealthy, I am free. I am secure, I am wealthy, I am free. I am secure, I am wealthy, I am free. You can also add this to the end of the first and second techniques. So all of these have been just blowing it up for me. It's amazing, and it's just really food for your subconscious mind. And if you stay with this, you'll notice a shift. And it's a way to call in money in a healthy way and get to a place where you don't have really negative associations with money, especially when you're able to really reprogram the subconscious mind by doing this. So I hope this has been helpful. If you're new here, click subscribe. And I would love to hear your experiences of this, and how it's changing your money mindset, your money blueprint. And it's one more thing. It's helpful to, once you decide on that amount, to stick with that for a certain amount of time. I like to say 21 to 30 days. Just work on that same amount so that you can really see the results that are happening with the techniques you're using. Because if you jump around with different amounts, it can take longer to work. So do an amount that stretches you a little bit, but not too much that you really can't get on board and believe it. And so that's it for today. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.